that
Yeah, that's it.
that
That's it.
30 seconds.
So we're good to go. And anyway, so yeah, I'm not sure if Slippy's back or not. So it's one of those things.
Yeah, I thought with the video today, just the way he was speaking, that he had.
Oh, but he's all techno savvy and everything like that. Like young folk today are.
Bless his little cotton socks.
Hello, everybody.
We're on.
Good evening and welcome. I think we're on. How many people have got in?
Just
Just
Paddy and
16.
Jud. There's only 16 of you.
Where the hell are you? Honestly, you give you a week off and everybody just naps off and deserts you.
Right, pocket check.
We've just said that and somebody's dropped off.
That'll be Newman.
Yeah. Mikey's had enough already. Can everybody hear us all right? Just give us a sign in the chat very quickly that we're coming through loud and clear, if you would please. Yes, Mark's done the first call out and he's got the first one in. I have to say, Mark, that was purely accidental. I knocked the mouse. Calispera, Spiros, Calispera. And Faristo for joining us. I think that means thank you in Greek.
Oh, it does, yeah, definitely. I definitely say that. Yes.
Excellent. There's Baron.
Sounds the same in Swahili.
Well, the Greek influence goes a long way. What can I tell you?
Split and slicers.
Judd, what? Already? Randy, you can't throw major deep philosophical questions at me straight away, for goodness sake. There's Mikey Newman's in, and we've got
Griff MJ.
It's Griff MJ new or
yeah, I don't think I think he's followed the channel. I think, but it's seen him on today. I was answering some of my emails that are not my emails, my messages.
Yes,
and he came up on that. But I think I was speaking to him about something else. But I've had far too many things today, and my head has stopped communicating with
basically you could mean anybody.
Yeah, no, it was definitely him.
Oh right, it's definitely Griff.
I sent him either a message back on something he put down on one of the videos, or I was talking to him about something really important. But I could.
You were talking to somebody about something really important.
Hang on, I have got an absolute apology that I have to give out, and it's to podcast watchers
everywhere.
No. These two people that won the knives. I found them. I was looking for them everywhere. They're actually sitting there. Oh, sitting right there. It wasn't that I put them anywhere safe. Normally I do that and lose them. They were sitting there, and I thought it was part of my little collection. And I was doing this to them. I was like, why have I got that there? And then I realized the two knives. I thought I'd sent them out. I'm terribly sorry. This one was for the fella. What was this for? There was one of them going to somebody.
You're asking me.
There was one going to somebody who guessed the weight or the
number in your collection.
The number in my collection, I think, was this one. And then the other one was more recent one. And he got that. He had the choice of two. What was that for?
No clue.
I'll have to look back. If it's you,
please
put
it in the comments.
Yeah.
Would you? And Sean, no. Mikey, no. Don't put your names in the comments just because you want another wee knife.
One was a green one that the fella knew he was getting the green one in the wee slip. The other one's no slip, but it's a Yamaha guitar one he had chosen out of the two. Please contact me because I'm flipping useless. And I'll have them off in the post definitely on Monday. What day's today?
Thursday.
Probably tomorrow. I'll get them in the post if I can, tomorrow or Saturday.
If you have the details.
If I have the details. This one's in America, I know.
Right.
And this one's in the UK. No, because I cleared it on my phone and I haven't got any. You know the way I see things in screenshots, I've got a post. Well, when I think I've cleared my post, I clear all my screenshots. There's nothing. Yeah. Okay. Don't give up on me, baby.
It's too late. It's too late, Stephen. I think you're beyond all hope.
Oh, I'm sorry. Really, I'm sorry. So please let me know if you know who it was, or if you can think who it was. Just let me know. I know the green one was for a fella in America, so please get it on. I'll off on the post as soon as you get it.
Okay. Ghost, good to see you. Oh. Kathleen, lovely to see you. Tony's
Can you stick my
Jason Beecher,
my email up there for them?
I'll do that in a sec. Jason Beecher, Gizmo's in, and we've got any number of Elan, of course, the Lobster Man himself. I don't want to admit who I sent an email to after last week's live, but it was not the best financial decision I have ever made.
I don't want to admit who I Sent an email to offer.
after last week's live, but it was not the best financial decision I have ever made. Who was on the live last week?
Oh, and
Oh no, you didn't.
Duplessis. Oh,
Oh,
it's lovely.
Alan, did you have to remortgage the house? Man,
You'll love it.
no, I don't know if that's the worst financial decision. I think you'll get a lot of pleasure out
It's
of it.
just a decision.
It's just a decision, mate.
Yeah. It's a knife. It can't be bad.
Don't tell anybody that is, wife, partner, whatever. Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
Yeah, tell him I squeal at everybody because my wife doesn't care.
Yeah, that's what he likes to tell us. I know she does.
Not a bit.
You should see the vig on the loan that you got him.
Oh, she'll lend me money if I'm sure she'll lend me, and it costs.
Yeah, exactly.
It's usually £80 for 100 back.
There's Gadget Gus, and yes, we are the Bushcraft Bears. Although I think we're going to go with old geezers, and out in the bush or something like that.
It was brilliant.
Byron's title was absolutely classic.
Byron gave us a title, and I haven't spoke to you since. So yes, that would. I think
that's what we're going to go for. It was old geezers, bushcraft and gear,
Uh-huh.
which is brilliant because it becomes OGB and G. It just the bug. Old bag. Old bag. It just rolls off the tongue.
Yes, very good.
Yes. So so it's awful good to see it. I mean, we're already like nearly 10 minutes in, and we're just talking nothing but nonsense.
While we're on the subject of nonsense, I was talking to Elan there during the week.
You were?
Yes, I was talking to him, and he was at the end of his sentence. He said, "I may as well start a channel." And I said, yes, you flipping should, because we'll give him all the help that he needs. We'll give him shout outs. We'll give him all sorts, get him on. Everybody will get behind him because we want more and more people.
And it gives you a justification for those questionable financial decisions.
But what I was thinking, why don't we invite Elon onto the show?
Absolutely.
And let him have a little, he can share a bit about what knives he's got and what he can bring to YouTube.
Absolutely. I think that would be a brilliant idea.
So,
and I mean, if he's not 100% comfortable with it, we can do what we did with Mark, and we can bring Mikey back.
Yeah.
And just to give you a little bit of company. And
you've been here long enough. You know what the show's like. It's not, you do not have to be a rocket scientist. I have got away with absolute murder for 7 years. So there we go. Yeah. Oh, I hit 13,000 subs this week.
You did not.
It took me 2 weeks to get 10 subs. They kept giving me them, taking them back, giving me them, taking them back. Now for 2 weeks solid. Just an absolute nightmare.
You're at 13,000.
Yeah, it's nice. It's not a big milestone, but it's.
I know, but I like to think that it's down to my influence.
Well, it obviously is, because I can't get a bloody sub.
I'll do what I do in work. I'll take full credit for that.
Elan, there's an open invitation for you. If you want to come on the channel next Thursday, I believe is free. The only thing is, Andy, I have to get back to Andy.
Andy, yes.
I don't know.
Bushcraft.
But it'll be either next week or the week after. We'll do you. If you would like to come on the channel, please just let us know, and we'll fit you in.
He's not going to let this one go. Remember, Elan felt guilty about saying something about your camera skills.
I'm afraid of Paddy attacking my camera. I could do that.
Yeah.
I think I'd be on a loser, wouldn't I?
As if.
Look, there is no camera skill when you're looking down. It just sits there.
But definitely, Alan, yes, and thank you very much for the congratulations, Radar. Yeah, I think it's very well deserved. He's been putting the effort in over the last few months.
Who?
You have.
About what?
To get your 13,000.
Yeah, but I've been asking people. I never for years asked, but because I don't have any, I'm not advertising or anything for YouTube anymore. I'm just Paddy on YouTube, but I don't give them anything back other than what they put on. They'll put a advert on or something, so they just don't give my feed out. So that's why the likes and the subscribes is now really important if I want the channel to grow. But to be honest with you, I've got enough nice people anyway. If it doesn't, so it's not something that's given me any lack of sleep whatsoever. But thank you if you do the like, subscribe, every now and then a wee comment that lets them know you're not a bot. Is it bot or bot? Bot, yes.
Yeah, bot was.
And I mean, there's the likes of Randy. Randy always shares. He's so nice. He shares your video out there. I don't even know how to share.
I know, but that's what you've got me for.
Have you shared them?
No, because it's not that I don't know how
Well, that's
to.
even worse.
It's because I don't like to. I don't like these people. They keep all calling me Shorty, or is that
MBEDC, yes, Sean will be coming on, but a couple of people have been on first, and then Sean will definitely be on.
If he's dressed, Stephen. Only if he's dressed.
Well, I want him in a t-shirt with sleeveless t-shirt.
No, that's Dan's shtick. Sean goes full naked. He's the Monty himself.
Sean who?
Or the naked
Those
Sean,
days.
Sean T. No, that's the other Sean.
Oh, I can
That's
see the
the
too
other
many
Sean.
Seans.
We've got American Sean and we've got Sean T. We're talking
Right.
Sean T here, who is naked Sean, who's never been on the show, but is a fellow sanitarium cohort, and we met him at the Sharp Show, and he's another collector.
You'll have to get him on sometime then.
Definitely will.
Well, yeah, I'm going to do more of just our people that are involved in the channel here, and people who are on weekly. If you want to come on, even if it's just for half an hour, talk about one of your knives or a bit of a chat with us, bit of banter, and you can go back off again after half an hour.
Yep, absolutely.
Stuart McCrae, I have to contact you because we want you to come on our
Down the woods.
and the Bushcraft. It'll just be the three of us. We'll have a wee cup of tea round the fire and we'll talk about knives and have a wee chat about knife collecting. And we would love you to be our first guest on that. So there you go.
That'd be cool.
Let me know, Stuart, and we'll certainly talk about it because you're going to call down soon anyway. I think you want the knife or something. I'm not sure. I have no idea anymore.
Well, is there any other reason to come here?
Not really, no.
There you go.
It's not from my good sense of humour and looks, is it?
Well, not anymore, no.
Mm.
Maybe once upon a time.
I'm not playing.
Yeah, okay, then you move across there and I'll
Yeah.
take over the way I normally do anyway when you forget the script. Anywho.
You had that scary laugh.
Oh, I know. Normally it's a cackle, but I've been working on my maniacal laugh, so I have. Anyway, so Elan, yes, definitely. You have got to get, hello Norman, we have got to get you on, Elan, and yes, Elan's just giving you a word of warning, Stuart, is that there is a possibility of coupling. It all depends on how cold it gets, as the famous pet detective said. No, okay, so what are we talking about today?
Jen Ali's in.
He is. I
Mark,
mean, look,
Mark Herrera. I was talking to him today, or I answered a few. I've been a bit lax in my answering comments. I've just had that much going on, and by the time I get down to night time, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, that's because you love your fans so much.
But
what you need is a secretary.
Yeah, I've tried that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and I said no. You couldn't pay me enough. No.
Yes, I want to see what you can. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we were going to ask them what they were carrying.
What are you carrying today?
Guys, if you're wondering, we haven't a clue what we're doing tonight, so we're just we're winging this at the minute. So if you have any questions, ideas, or whatever else that you want us to talk about, by all means, throw it into the chat. But for the moment, what are you carrying? What are you carrying?
Well, I'm carrying today this beautiful Queen City. This is a lovely old Queen City knife, just beautiful. Not from the original time; it was one they done afterwards. I think you can see there the big Queen City, which is the original stamp, and it's a little two-bladed penknife, and I absolutely.
He's going to cut himself in a minute. Watch this.
Couldn't see it. So they are. You have a lovely two-bladed penknife in lovely colours, and I never had a slip that felt comfortable with it. You know, I'm a bit fussy on my slips, but today I got a beautiful package from Messer HQ, Joe. Lovely man over there in Germany. He's not from Germany. He actually moves there and works there. So he sent me a beautiful, not knowing about this knife, but he sent me this beautiful handmade slip that he done. Look at that. Is that not just beautiful? Look how well it goes with that knife. Isn't that just, and there's little bits, tiny bits of red, deep red in it. I love it, Joe. This, you see, I have a slip for a knife. And it really doesn't mix too well with other knives. I do mix some, but so Joe, can't believe it. But that's not all he sent me. And please, tomorrow, check out the video I'm going to put up of my amazing present from Joe. It's an absolutely amazing present. Oh, you getting it in there?
We're going to go
Tiny
to
wee bit.
knife cam.
Knife cam. There it is.
There we go.
Beautiful knife, and then that stunning slip.
Put it on top there. Very nice.
Isn't they are just stunning together. I just think that is gorgeous. So that's going to be for that. And Joe sent me, I just can't believe it. I got a bit what would you call it? Man embarrassed nearly. It was
Man-barrassed?
Man-barrassed, yes.
Okay. That's a new one.
And it was, what he sent me was just way, when I thought he was sending me a wee knife, or I thought he had an old knife or whatever, and he was going to get me to, do it on the channel and do it up or whatever. No, not. I'm not going to tell you what it is whatsoever. I'm not even going to hint at it, because this gift is just amazing. And it wasn't just one wee knife either. He sent me 3 knives and 2 slips. And I'm absolutely...
What's in the box, Stephen?
So that will be tomorrow's video. It's just amazing. I am a very, very fortunate boy. And so I never got speaking to Joe. I think he was just home from work as we were coming on. So I'll get to speak to him hopefully tomorrow. But yeah, and a really lovely surprise day.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm carrying, the Queen 2-bladed pocket knife. And it's big. It's not a small little knife. It's... I would say it must be near 4 inches, is it?
It is indeed.
Or maybe 3 3/4.
No, it's 4.
4 inches, yeah. It's a good size of a knife with 2
it's
lovely
4.
blades on it.
Yeah.
So there you go. So what are you carrying? Has we got anybody who's
We
put up
have.
with the
We
carrying?
got. And Sean was carrying a 3 stack American service knife.
Oh yes, right, yes.
I don't know what the 3rd stack is. We've got a number of others. We've got here we go. Just let me see. I'm carrying a 3 stack ask and a Medford Sound Bushy. That's a pocket full, my lord.
Medford Sound Bushy is beautiful.
Yeah. Are they is it as robust as all the Medfords are? We've got Bushcraft Clinch River Sway Back. Nice way to go, MB. Nice way to go. And then this will be
Mikey.
The Buck Spitfire, because you were talking about that
literally in my
today.
video, in my video today. No, not today, the day before, yesterday's video, about the Buck Spitfire, how nice it looks. And one of my subs, it could have been one of them boys I thought I was talking to, but maybe Mark Herrera was telling me he has the Buck Spitfire, but you can replace it by one of the deep carry Benchmade clips, but just using 2 of the screws. So I am definitely going to get myself a Buck Spitfire. They just look lovely, and I believe they're doing them in S30V. Is that the one you got, Mikey, or have you got just the 420? Maybe let us know.
No, absolutely. But the Spitfire was the one that you were talking about.
Yeah, it's a lovely looking knife. The only thing is the clip.
Is that all that puts
It's
you
an
off?
awful clip.
Oh, really?
It really is an awful clip.
And there's another Buck Spitfire right there. So I mean, it's popular enough.
I think it was Mark Ferreira. Might have been him that I was on talking to about
Mark is currently carrying an Automesser 3 Rivet Manly Comrade.
Yes.
Or those 2 different names?
Yeah, it is. The Automesser is the 3-rivet Automesser, very famous knife.
Yeah.
Large knife, not UK legal, but a beautiful working knife. And the Manly is they are Polish, I think.
Yes, I think they're right, because they sell them in German, in one of the German
Messer
and Co. I think it is. They sell Manly.
Yeah, I can't think where it's somewhere, or is it Yugoslavia or somewhere? It's one of those ex-Russian states, I think.
And Baron's got a Cold Steel Recon 1. Very nice.
Ooh.
And another otter, an anchor one.
Otters are popular today.
Yes,
I haven't got any otters left now.
Didn't you get
traded? Yeah, traded.
We've got Benchmade Bug Out and it's a VV. We've got
Vision. Oh,
a Cocobolo Whip GC and a oh, very nice. I love a bit of Cocobolo myself, actually. Cocobolo. And then we've got Elan coming in with his Olight i3T Randy WSG slip. Randy does make a nice slip.
Does Randy make slips?
He does, but
Yes,
every time he suggests sending them over to us, to me particularly, you say no, don't worry, and Randy, somebody else is more deserving. I don't know where the spirit of graciousness comes from.
I just don't want them spending all the money.
What's that got to do with anything?
Because he's my cuddly boy.
Well, I thought that was my particular thing.
I know, like a Michael May Barlow and a Beg Knives prison. But by the way, anybody got one of those Vision FGs, whether it's the OG one in titanium or the lesser one, and they want to trade, I'm your man. Trying to get one for ages and I just can't get one.
Where's your magnifying glass? I just want to check something out here. Excuse me, Elan. There's Elan was pointing out his avatar or his photo.
I'm getting too close to you. You're
Yeah,
just going to
way
swing
too-
round and kiss
kiss
me. I
you.
know that.
I know, but it wouldn't be any tongues involved. I think that might be you.
Get a grip, young man. Get a grip.
Now, you do have a particularly a great big bushy beard, but yeah, and Elan,
This is
honestly,
coming off again.
if you're going to do your own channel, you really need to exercise a little bit more taste in that. If I
Yeah.
can say,
He'll get subs. All my women subs will head over that way. Not right, Kathleen?
just to get in on the action, this is my carry for today. So we've got a whole load of crap basically. So I don't know why I'm carrying 3 knives when I used to say that I didn't like all of this redundancy. I really do not.
What is that?
That's a wee it's a Charge X. It's a charging cable for your
All
phone
right.
and everything,
Right.
but it slips on your keyring.
That's
which is
good.
really
That's
kinda
handy. Yeah,
handy.
I like that.
And then these are me glasses. Anybody who hasn't found thin optics yet, check that out. It's not so cool.
Where did you get them?
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
nice.
all of that goes in a keyring. So all of this is
That would be-
this is my pocket carry. So it all goes up there, which is all kind of handy. But yeah, and that's my Jack Wolf Vampire, and of course my trusty compact tinker with me, my card of scales. So that's what I'm carrying today, folks. That's what
What
I'm
else is
carrying
that?
today. So what else have we got? Yes, I probably would fit in that slip, Jesse. Nice to have you in, big lad. Nice to have you in. And straight in with the trolling. Oh yes, I'm not talking. I'm not letting TK in to do some trolling because he's off the leash now that Slippy's away in New Zealand, so he's out of control. Out of control, completely. So what else have we got? We've got I think that's it pretty much. So thank you very much for the pocket check, guys. If I've missed anybody, apologies. But really,
Well, there's some Zen Ali. Did you get them? A Lion Steel single
where are
blade
we? Oh, there we
stag
go.
sow belly. Nice knife.
Ooh, very nice.
Nice knife. And somebody else is carrying a sack Ganzo Firebird. That's Jesse.
Yeah. And we've got Midnight Crisis with a Jack Wolf K9. Oh, very
Lovely.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. I was looking at that K9 from Conky. Hope it's
Yeah.
as nice as I was looking. Because it was the Mike Carter one, wasn't it? It was very tasty looking. Absolutely. But yeah.
Nigel Loftus.
So
I've got
Bulgarian
Nigel-
Gus, thank you very much for the update. So it's not Polish, but it's Bulgarian. But I think you were in the right ballpark.
it was
Right ballpark.
And there's Nigel Loftus. He's got an old Colt canoe in what looks like
Where are we?
what looks like blue dye. Oh, that sounds nice.
It
Yeah,
does indeed.
I've got a lovely Colt there myself. It's just a clip, the single bladed clip, very thick blade steel on it, but it's nice all the same. My modified
Taylor's Eyewitness.
right.
Barlow. PTN pattern number 100. A Taylor's Eyewitness is always hard to beat. It has to be said. And there's Randy. It's making. I'll try to fit a couple more in for you too. Oh, Randy, thanks a million.
Yeah.
a million.
He's making you do it, Randy. Don't do it.
Randy, do it.
That's
Do
why.
it.
That's
Do
why
it.
people don't buy from China.
What? What? You comparing Randy to China?
Yes, he's been abused. He's been slave labored. He is the Chinese in the underground. The underground, the basement. He's the Chinese sewer in the
Okay,
basement.
I'm sorry.
Isn't that a sweatshop under his own blooming house in a sweatshop making bloody slips for you
Yes.
lot of pilfering?
But he is both exploited and exploiter because he is running his own business. Therefore, I have absolutely no sympathy for him.
That's
So
to stop the poor
get
man
my
from-
slip over here now, Randy. I insist. Okay, that's me out of the equation altogether.
Uncle Henry LB5 and a Wenger Highlander. Why do you keep moving when I'm reading that?
Oh, where are we?
Well, I can't know. I don't know.
Oh, it's a TK. It was TK.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
TK. And Uncle Henry LB5, lovely knife. I want one. Winger Highlander and an open mini.
The hell's an open mini?
An open mini.
Oh,
Sorry.
right.
I didn't
Open.
pronunciate my open.
No, I was reading it too. So
Yeah.
I mean, see?
Yeah, but I'm bright. I just pretend to be stupid.
Yeah, I don't need to do it.
If only they knew.
And Jesse, for reference, I choose not to look like all the renegade bikers in this flipping community. Clean shaven. Clean shaven, the only one left.
He can't grow one.
Shut up. Shut up.
By the way, we've got 40 in. Thank you so much. It's really lovely to break that. And we're breaking that this last few weeks. It's starting to build up. It's really lovely to see you in. Hit that like button as hard as you can and make sure you've got it hit. I don't want to have any less than 40 likes
Before
at the end
we
of the
finish,
show. That would be really lovely.
Hush, Kathleen's got a question. Okay, I know you all like hard pulls in your slip joint, but is there any way to ease one up if it is too hard for me?
Simple answer, no, just keep using it. And hopefully sometimes,
Really? Is that it?
over time, they'll get maybe a bit less. Well, unless you take the spring off and it's retention, you know.
So is that why you were doing that with the Lanny's clip that I gave you? That's how you got a repetitive strain injury, was actually just opening it and closing it?
Yeah, that's what I was sitting doing. I was trying to ease it off, but I've done it so much, thinking I was young and strong like my youth, and I just kept on going and going and going. I got out of bed the next morning, and my hand was like this. I couldn't move. All the veins were pulled out here. I was just sitting like that.
So I hope that answers your question, Kathleen. But just be careful, okay?
Yeah.
Or hire somebody to do it for you. I mean, that way that
it is another
injury.
thing that, you know, case don't do. You know, it's picking your knives. That's the thing. Is picking your knives. A lot of companies will keep it around that 5-6 mark, which is fine. It's from 5 to 6 is just. That would be on my limit. I don't really want to go below 5.
Yeah.
And if it's a good walk and talk, I'm all right with a 5. Yeah. But for me personally, I like an 8. Yeah. And that's too much for a lot of people. It's too. I mean, I've got a couple of 9s in there. The one he got me for Christmas is a 9.5. Yeah. And I'm telling you, it is just a belter. I love it. But there's not a lot of people love it. I use my fingers for picking my nose a lot as a child. They're very strong.
Very really more information than we needed.
Very strong.
I think the other thing is that I remember when we in a conversation with Ashley once that when knives that he has built or is restoring, he actually can get them back and work on the spring a little to take some of the spring out.
Yeah, but you'd have to send it Ashley. It's not something
it's something that a maker can do.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to do it.
No.
Maybe if there's somebody in the top box there, if you have any understanding how to lessen the spring tension without
I think
sending it back,
it requires them to take it apart.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I would think so. And I mean, it's all right if it's something like Ashley or Arthur, Arthur Wright themselves. Yeah. They'll do it for you, or they'll give you another one with a softer spring. They're really good like that. You just have to ask. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. They're really good.
Excellent. So, but thanks for the question. It was a
really good question.
Thank you, Kathleen. There we go. I gotta find you a knife. Hey, Baron, we're getting closer to June 1st. What's happening on June 1st?
Huh?
I don't know.
June the 1st. No idea. Pens and Blades, hello, how you doing, pal?
Yeah, I'm carrying a Midnight Manager as well there. Roy Erickson. I'm carrying one of them as well. Class wee knife, everything you need in one simple package. You gotta like that. So and there we go. Oh, right, the Manly Comrade is a bigger version of the Wasp.
Yeah. You know the one that's it's got about 5 stops.
Yes. Yeah, and it usually comes in the lime green or the orange. Yes, doesn't it?
But maybe the Comrades, maybe, is it a fixed blade?
Well, no, it says it's a bigger version of the Wasp. Yeah. And the Wasp isn't a small knife either.
Well,
mid-size maybe.
I find it the only thing with the Wasp I found was the pocket clip. Because I got a large hand, it was right on the end here, so it was just constantly digging in. And it was the sort of knife it was S90B, the one I had, that I want to use hard.
Yeah.
And really, I didn't. I took the clip off, absolutely beautiful. But
it's funny, the Wasp is one that didn't really attract me as well. And no, Jesse, we don't have basements in the UK. We have cellars, as normal civilized human beings normally do. But actually, I'm kept in the roof space. You know the way, or under the stairs like Harry Potter, that kind of thing. Um,
And if any of you haven't seen the video we put out during the week about our new place we maybe talk about that for a while.
oh,
now, couldn't we?
absolutely, yeah.
Well, I'll let Justin lead into it because it's just an amazing place.
Well, we found this place that we can use, and it's my wife has an allotment in it, and it's just really handy. It's handy for my place. It's just around the corner, really the other side of town for Stephen.
10 minutes.
And yeah, and it's just on the edge of town, but it's on farmland and woodland, and it's just a perfect spot for us to do a bit of. In my head, and the UK guys will get this, there are two schools of bushcraft. Okay, there's the Ray Meir school and there's the Bear Grylls school. Okay, now the Bear Grylls school of bushcraft is, oh look, there's an animal corpse. Let's cut it open and climb in there and sleep there for tonight. And that's that school of bushcraft. We do not subscribe to that school of bushcraft. There's also the Ray Meir school of bushcraft, which is, let's build ourselves an armchair, light a fire, and have a cup of tea. Okay,
and talk about doing things.
And talk about doing things like that. That's our school of bushcraft, which involves a great deal of comfort and ease. We found a place to do our kind of bushcraft, which is really just making it as easy and comfortable as is humanly possible, so we can have lots of pleasant conversations in good weather.
Yeah, but we're also going to do tasks. We're going to take once a month at least. We're going to take a subscriber challenge, and whether we fail at it or not, it's going to be a one take. We start at the beginning and we get to where we've had enough. Either we throw the knives away or we finish the project. But we'll do it we're going to set a time period for doing it. So we want challenges that are going to take about half an hour.
Yeah.
At the most, half an hour, maybe 40 minutes. Absolutely. At the very most, because otherwise it's too long to cut down. You would never get it right.
No, that's exactly right. And just to reassure all of you folk who are now concerned for our safety, we will have a first aid kit standing by for the inevitable.
I cut myself yesterday as well.
Splinters, cutting ourselves. He's insisting on doing some chainsaw sculpture, so God knows what will happen there.
You told him about it.
I didn't say anything. I didn't mention anything. I said chainsaw sculpture. Yeah, I didn't say anything about it. Oh man,
you're grounded.
They wouldn't have even noticed if you just let it go.
Can't let it go.
No, we can't let it go. So anyway, that's all those things to look forward, guys.
And hopefully not too long, but the weather is to be really bad all weekend. In the next weekend, there's a storm, 70-mile-an-hour winds on Saturday.
I know it's another bloody weekend lost.
Another weekend lost again.
Well, what are we doing? So that's something to look forward to. We don't go into the woods to rough it. We go to smooth things.
That should be the theme.
Yeah, absolutely. I approve this message, Zen Ali. I really do. That's fantastic. And then we've got Alan in from, what's that called? Michigan. Oh, fantastic.
Great to see you, Alan. You're very welcome.
Very welcome. Hopefully we don't put you off for future participation. Yeah. Honestly, it is as mad as this every time.
Sometimes it's a wee bit more organized, but I loosely use the word wee bit organized.
Absolutely.
It's more of a chat about just what's going on.
And then we've got me and Sean meet up in the woods. Mikey, I do not want to know about your special activities and the group that you operate in with Sean. Please. Keep that for another channel.
Yeah, I was thinking of the first challenge, and I know this is typical us. We haven't talked about it, but I was thinking about, we're going up there and we're going to do bushcraft food, very basic bushcraft food, because neither two of us can cook. We've got wives.
Oh God! Oh Lord! What? I do not subscribe in any way to that comment.
I do. I'm that age. It's all right. My wife doesn't mind.
Well.
Yeah, get over it.
Woke. No, it's not that. I'll get my balls handed to me when I go home just for being associated with you.
I give over.
She'll be waiting for me at the door, and he said, "Did Stephen actually say that?"
See, if you hadn't said it, nobody would have noticed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I reckon there are people out there. I think wives all through the group. Wives, partners, and God knows what else have all through the group their ears pricked up at that. No,
there you go. I nearly said something else that would have got me back.
And here's the good news, though, from Stuart.
Oh, Stuart, Liz, I almost Let me. I almost attended a first aid training course recently. I'll
Close
keep an
enough.
eye on you.
Close enough. Just even close association with some first aid skills. That'll be good enough for us.
I was first aid trained.
Yeah, it's not going to do
about
me any good
30 years ago.
if you're the one bleeding out in the ground.
You see, the thing is, when I was trained first aid over 30 years ago, blood's still the same, and it still comes out the same places where it leaks. So you're not doing anything different. Well, how can you do something different?
Well, that's a good point.
I mean, it's
Which
just
surprises me coming from you.
just get, as long as you've got glue and a band-aid, you're absolutely safe for knife work.
There you go. Any kind of glue?
Oh no, super glue.
Super glue.
Yeah, oh, no. It has to stick to your fingers as well.
Oh, I am so looking forward to this now. This could get really, really interesting.
So, as I was saying, I was thinking, what do you think now? And I'm talking to you now as well. What about, we're going to be up there, we're going to be bushcrafting. What about carving a spoon for our eating?
Absolutely.
That could be the first challenge.
Perfect. Sounds perfect.
And then we can have a spoon. And it doesn't matter how rough it is, we just got to eat with it.
Do you have to carve the spoon in order to eat? Or if I fail at the challenge, do I still get to eat?
Well, that depends. If I've carved a spoon, yes, you do.
Eat?
No, I eat. You don't. But if you've carved one, you can eat.
I could be going very hungry for this. Oh, and this is why they call it survival. This is starting to sound bleak.
Practice.
Oh, yeah, we've got Paul 13 in as well.
Yes. Oh, Paul, how you doing, buddy?
There you
it's
go.
Great to see so many people. 50 in.
We've hit 50.
First time.
Guys, thank you very much. That's
thank
brilliant.
you.
Brilliant.
Hit the subscribe button.
And the like. Don't forget the like.
Yeah, subscribe and like.
There's TK. Yes. TK, that is a very good question. I think Sean and Maggie are just having a torrid affair.
I'm all right with these queer folk. That's all right. I don't mind them at all. Don't mind them at all. You're quite happy, lads.
Just you keep their clothes on in public.
Oh, sure, it doesn't really matter. As long as I don't have to see it. Go like the light.
Now, Mark, I like that idea as well, but I think I'm not going to get away with it. If there's no spoon, there's no food. I think that's
only 4 legs. Come on, boys.
4 legs. This is you offending people. That's why they haven't been liking it. And see, 2 more people have dropped off because of your comments.
They'll come back.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
Love hurts.
Then you're doing it wrong.
Really
no. Okay, so
we've got
the
just carve a spork. Yeah, I think that might be harder.
I don't know. If it breaks, then I could say it's a spork.
Well, I'll tell you what then. I'll make it a wee bit fairer. I'll do a spork with a knife and a fork and the spoon, and you just do a spoon.
That sounds fair.
Is that all right?
That sounds fair.
Right, that'll do it.
Sounds fair. Can we do the Blue Peter thing?
A badge?
No, not a badge.
We could actually get badges. And like the scouts, we could have them down our sleeve. Spooning badge. No, that doesn't sound good.
Sporking.
No, that doesn't sound good.
This is what happens when his enthusiasm gets the better of him. It just goes rampant.
It's funny because we were up in the woods filming that wee bit just to give you a highlight. There was lots of it cut out because it was rubbish.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't do that in the live.
But we just sat there and we do. I genuinely telling you, we do not plan any of our conversations out. Never. We never sit down here and talk about it before. We'll have an idea in separate houses. Then we come together. We're always late. We have no time to talk before. And then we just go on and talk. And Sally said, you two are just like 2 old men that have lived together since you were children. Like children, she says. Because you just talk over each other. And you talk in the same, you're on the same tram lines, but just talk.
Well, but the difference being that I talk sense and you talk nonsense.
That's why I brought you.
Yeah. One of us has to cover it. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do Mark, that. Yeah, back to spooning and forking. Yes. It had to come out. Oh, and Alan, yes, as part of your new YouTube channel, I think Rude Welsh should probably be part and parcel of, learn a new Rude Welsh word every show. I think that could be your gimmick.
Absolutely. He used to know quite a few.
Yeah, I know.
Whereabouts in Wales does he land from? Do you know?
Let me see.
Whereabouts in Wales?
Let me see. If my psychic powers, I'd say
No, the reason I'm saying that,
Conway.
my ex-wife is from Llanelli, and I still have children that live in Llanelli there. So just thought I'd throw that out there.
Every other port in the world, he probably has children living there as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, oh yes, here we go. Paddy Jud, the Morecambe Wise of Knives in Bushcraft. I'll take that as a huge compliment. Thank you very much.
Carmarthenshire, is that where Griff's from?
Ooh, Griff's from. Oh,
where's he from?
Carmarthenshire.
Where's Elan?
From.
Do it for fight.
That's not a language. That's just a series of letters put randomly together. Dividity flip. Elan, can I ask you a question? Is Welsh like Gaelic in that the pronunciation of it sounds nothing like this, like the writing?
It makes no sense. An F is a V.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So that buggers up an awful lot of words.
Yeah, pronunciation is up the left then.
I used to know a couple of words.
I'm not sure, but family in Llanelli.
Family in
He's an Anglesey, right?
Llanelli.
And he supports the Scarlets.
Yeah, I did when I was over there, but I'm now back to Ulster, and we beat you regularly, so that's okay. You're all right to be a Scarlet supporter because we beat you on a much more regular basis than you beat us.
Oh, wait, that's all kicking off now. There we go. The Irish were just Welshmen that could swim. Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, you can float well with a bag of potatoes, aren't you?
I'm pretty sure St. Patrick was Welsh anyway, so there you go. No, okay, so
yes, we're going to talk a bit about your collection too, aren't we?
We've got 20 minutes left, so I'm not even sure what the
point is. Well, we're going to just talk about, because we often talk about what knives I've got, and it'd be nice to just sort of get Justin to pick out some of his favourites. So if you've got any questions of any slip joints that you'd want to say, I know you don't know particularly which one, but a style of slip joint, if you pick out a style of slip joint, and Justin will bring it out from his magic box here, because he has got a really growing
I'll give collection. You a quick money shot of what we're talking about here. So what have we got?
I know which one I'd love you to start with.
Well, then go.
The Shatton Morgan.
Shatton Morgan is coming out. Where is it? There it is. Okay.
Isn't that just gorgeous?
Isn't that beautiful?
It's lovely.
Shatton
It really
Morgan.
is. And if you want, you can put it. We're like twins. Where's my Shatton Morgan?
Oh, that's a good point. Where is it?
I don't know. So it's not in the GC drawer, you stupid man. Where is it? I moved all these around the other day, and I still haven't got.
Not now. It'll be in the last one.
There it is. Yeah.
So there's the two of them together. Aren't they lovely?
Justin's is the bigger, fatter one, and I think it's just absolutely. But mine's a slim trapper, and his is a
trapper.
Yeah, proper size trapper.
So
but they're both the same material, made in the same batch.
Aren't they beautiful though?
I just think the wood. What did we find out what the wood was?
Walnut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Walnut.
Walnut. It is beautiful now.
It's absolutely gorgeous. So they're two lovely knives, aren't they?
I
mean, we got them from totally different places.
Yeah, different times. I got mine years ago.
Yeah, I got that one from Sweden for crying out loud at the same time that you got the other one. But they are two lovely knives, and I mean, I love a single bladed trapper. And it's funny because when I was doing TK's show, he was I'd offered a normal Rough Rider trapper up as the giveaway, and TK asked me which one he thought I thought I'd go for, and I remembered that he didn't like double bladed trappers because of the spay, of course. But I think he would like that one. I think he would definitely like that one because it's a single bladed trapper. It is just such a beautiful.
The girth in the handle is really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's that one. I mean, most of the ones here are actually Ashley's. I mean, there's a Bushcraft and a Rough Rider Reserve, Patriarch. But
it's that white bone one.
That's an Ashley, and that's a classic. But it's an oversized Ashley.
Oh, I like that.
And it's the white bone is just fantastic, isn't it?
That is really beautiful. Really beautiful, because you get them little imperfections that make a plain white bone just looks like a bit of plastic.
I know.
But when you get bone that's got that sort of intricacies in it, and maybe the odd color, because when you dye bone, it dyes an awful. It can just take any color at all on.
Yeah.
So that's a lovely.
It's a lovely lamb's foot.
Is that brass scales as well?
Yeah. Well,
Never
it's
seen it, yeah.
it's a brass bolster. So
Brass bolster. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Not very
There
often
you
you see
go.
Ashley. Michael May is very much brass.
Brass, yeah. I mean, I didn't get this one directly off Ashley, as I usually do. It was some guy had it up for sale, so I got it at a really good price, and it was just. But because it's oversized, Ashley's normal size
Do you want me
knife.
to measure the cutting edge?
There you go. I mean, that's the normal. I know it's not the same type of size, but
Well, do you know, it's still legal because the blade is under 3 inches.
yeah.
But if you go up to the hilt, which is going to be the new law whenever it comes, it is over 3 inches by about,
Oh, right. So
a tenth.
yeah,
An eighth.
have to be careful with that one then.
Yeah.
But you can see.
Boy, it is a big difference,
Isn't it though? I mean, the difference in size is actually quite remarkable.
And for you don't get a whole lot of extra blade.
No, not at
When
all.
you think of it, it's not a whole
But
lot.
it's just
a
so
big
substantial
knife, yeah.
in hand. It really is. And the other one that came with it, I got it at the same time as this one. So move that aside there.
You're not doing good at this.
Now get
We'll
this
have
case
to-
out of the way.
Can
Actually.
we not? Have you not turned the case around the other way?
No, that would be sensible, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, that's why you got me.
Shut up. Where are we?
I'll get you.
All right, here we go. So, yeah. Where are we? So there's the sort of mate to that. It's the same size
Oh,
in terms of the handle. So it's oversized again. But the blade in this one, and this is ebony, the blade in this one is like that, which is a cracker, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really nice. It's just a clip in it, but it's
Yeah.
not. It's not got a.
It's not
Yeah,
a curved
yeah,
clip. It's just a straight
It's
clip.
very nearly going into that reverse tanto
Tanto
type.
kind of
Yeah,
thing,
but
yeah.
it's nice. It really is
Yeah.
nice, especially if you're going to do detailed work as well.
Yeah.
It's really nice. And this one has nearly got a Barlow covering. As far
Yeah,
as actually Barlow's.
It's gone
Most of
quite
his
far
Barlows
down.
are, yeah. It's like a granddaddy Barlow type thing.
Yeah. It is. They're
But,
sort of two beautiful knives, really.
Because people always say to me when I call Ashley's a Barlow, his Barlows, they always say, oh, it's not a Barlow, it's not big enough.
Big enough.
The Barlow is whatever a maker wants to make it. You can't put an infinite size on because everybody does a different, well, especially back in the day when Barlows came out, everybody was doing a different size. So it didn't matter. It was what they had and they just made it.
Yeah.
But having seen the one he done for me, the full size Barlow, oh,
Oh no, but that was a
That's-
special
that's
one.
just-
Get that one. Where is it again?
it's in the top there. No, the top,
Oh,
in my goodie
in the
box.
specials.
my Barlow
Is that
box.
too difficult to get
No,
into?
yeah, I left it. But I don't want to see your knives. I don't want to see
I know,
mine.
but I mean, it's always an excuse to bring out the good stuff.
There you go.
So
See, that and that look so well together.
they really do. Like, oh, why, that's right. Look at that. That's
And then
absolutely perfect.
it's just beautiful. Oh, what have we done?
Here we go.
Right.
There's the Barlow, and then there's the spear point.
That is a lovely carry together,
Isn't
isn't it?
Isn't it? Wouldn't that be nice?
That is. Oh, that made me sit back and have one of those.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
several of those moments. Yes.
Yes.
So some very
Yeah,
nice
have
stuff
I got-
indeed.
Yeah. I don't have a dark brown one. I have my. I always think you like that. That was the Titanic one, and I think
Britannic,
yeah,
or
Britannic.
no, was it Britannic? No, the Britannic was the
No, I just stepped aside for your wisdom.
yes, Britannia.
Britannia.
The Britannia.
I just think that's a lovely. It's nearly like a pen blade,
Yeah, it's
a
very
large
nice
pen
one.
blade. I like that one now.
That's a cute one, actually.
So there you go.
We're talking about knives, not showing them to you guys, so do apologize for that. I do apologize, but there you go.
What wood is that? What's the wood on yours?
The wood on these two, I'm not 100%
That's
sure.
Turkish walnut.
That's Turkish walnut, but it looks very similar to that. I
Yeah.
thought that was rosewood.
And I think it is rosewood. Rosewood comes in so many different colors. I've got so many different variants of rosewood. It does come in.
Just gorgeous, but I mean the bolster on that is
I mean,
amazing.
but that is a particularly lovely color because there is a lot of difference in between the striations. You know what I mean? You get that.
and
hit
that's
off
that
it,
green, which is perfect.
Uh,
But the thing I like about this is one of Ashley's earlier knives. The spear is one of Ashley's early knives with his sort of patented scroll work on the back, which is always kind of angular, and done the work that he did for Stephen's Barlow is just a different
it's not an unusual pattern for him, but he's done something to it that's give it that sort of diamondy effect where you're getting the reflectivity off the cuts that he's done on it. And it's a small difference because I've had two together and I can't really see where it is. It's just faceted in a way that's
slightly different way. Just because it's not the way Michael does the vine pattern either.
That is quite a common pattern, but it is just, there's something about it. I don't know whether it's just the knife and my just drooling.
Because there's the alternative one.
Yeah, that's one of the,
which is,
that's the vine one though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the vine.
Yeah, that's beautiful too.
Yeah, and that's the native in ebony.
It's funny that the likes of Case and GEC don't do a lot of back springs like that.
Yeah.
For all it would need to add on to the price to get something special like that, why not?
Yeah, I know.
Because, I mean, all right, these are done by hand, but I'm sure there's a machine that could do a half decent job of it. Actually, he's a custom maker. Yeah. But it would be lovely to see Case and GEC doing patterns.
Something a wee bit special.
Yeah. Even if it's just once a year, bring one out like a Barlow.
Club knife or a special edition
knife, as you say, yeah.
Absolutely.
Start off with a club Barlow and then each year do a different pattern.
Yeah. No, they're very true. So, yeah, that.
Oh, the vine's beautiful, Ritter. And he does that freehand with a hammer and a wee tool.
Yeah, he just chases it along.
Just chases along. It's amazing to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, that's a few of my Ashleys anyway. So it was.
You've got a really nice selection of Ashleys now, haven't you?
I do. I really do.
They don't get tiring to me. I don't know. I'm sure
keep
they're
on
not
coming back to them.
I'm sure they're not everybody's cup of tea because they really are old-fashioned looking knives. Yeah. There's nothing modern, nor does he want them to be modern, and that's the thing.
But it's the quality of them.
Yeah,
you keep on coming back to them. I mean, that one, which is the first Ashley that I have, which I got off Stephen, which is just that simple spear in rosewood, and I keep on coming back to use it time and time and time again because it is just the most beautiful knife in hand.
Well, my one's in. I have my Ashley in the
blue.
No, it's this is one I keep coming back to.
The open one.
And this is another Ashley. Now this one hasn't even got his marks on it. This was a prototype.
Yeah.
And I managed to get one of the prototypes, and this is in whiskey barrel. And it's just beautiful, but it's that
his spears are lovely.
Spears are just so utilitarian. You can use them for anything. There's still a good enough point in the end of them to get through anything, but just there we go. Now that's just
and there's my other
sexy.
Spear. Look at the bolster on that is something special as well.
Yeah, that's a big bolster on that too. That is definitely a Barlow.
Yeah. So yeah, but it's fun. That one I think is a gorgeous one as well. But it doesn't. It's not as slim and elegant.
Yeah, these are just everyday use. I mean, that's a special. That's a Sunday, that one.
That is definitely a Sunday night.
Stag on that, the backside. That stag. Look at that side, man.
Check it.
Oh, it's just beautiful.
So, I'll tell you the thing that always surprises me is that I was looking back over our lives and I was telling Stephen, and we're both stunned when we learned that I counted up and we'd done 53 lives. So that's, even if we were doing one regularly every week, that's over a year's worth
of lives.
Lives. And in that space of time, I've gone from my collection of Swiss Army knives to a fantastic collection of traditional and modern folders.
But you still kept a fantastic collection
of no, I haven't.
In fact, it's gone upgraded as well.
Yeah, I mean it's sort of rationalized and improved, just especially going down at different lines, but opening up that different avenue over the last year, it's just been a whole world.
Absolutely.
It's been fantastic.
The thing I like at having a varied collection is no matter what you're talking about, you have a foot in that court. Do you know what I mean? You can talk about it because you have a wide variety of knives, and I think that's what I like. But is that just something that you want as a YouTuber, or is that something you want, and you're a private collector? You're not a YouTuber.
No.
You're buying what you like for you. They're not for to please anybody else. Neither am I now, but I still buy for the channel.
For the channel,
knives,
just
yeah,
to show stuff off.
to
and
show
everything.
stuff off.
But that's why it's nice to get the chance to share some
Yeah.
of my collection as well, because as you say, it's my collection, but it's nice to be able to show it off.
Well, I think
Yeah.
it'll be nice maybe over the next couple of weeks where we'll take 10 minutes or 20 minutes in every
Mhm.
show and go through your collection and just pick them out randomly like tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds like a plan.
If that sounds okay to you, if you'd like to see the rest of, and we'll do it over a few weeks. It's not going to be a rushed thing. I don't want to rush through it. I'd rather do 3, 4, 5 knives
yeah.
and then move on the next week.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So if you'd like that, please let us know. Again, let us know about anything you would like, because we will talk about anything. We will, and it doesn't matter whether it's a taboo subject. We will talk about it. There is no subject of, especially in the knife world. I'm not going to talk about my personal life, but we will talk about anything to do with knives. You know, it's funny. I'm having one of those China, this China made thing. I think it's because I don't know what. I nearly feel like I feel a rant coming on, about China. People saying you can't buy Chinese knives and all
Again,
that. Again, yeah, I get
but
it all the
you've done
time.
that. You've done that so many
Umpteen
times.
Yeah. Oh, I'm repetitive. There's no doubt about it. I had a strain of the gob.
Oh, yeah. Look, it's like the TV. At the end of the day, you're the fine. You turn it off or you leave it on.
Yeah.
It's your
Yeah,
choice.
definitely, absolutely. But I like a wee argument sometimes. I don't like the fallout argument. I like a wee conversational argument.
A discussion.
Yeah, a bit more
debate.
Yeah, that's better.
A
Yeah.
fight. Scrap.
I'm too old to fight.
You're a lover, not a fighter. Midnight Crisis. Don't. Just don't. He's away. Sorry. Go. MKC. Don't be telling yourself that. Don't be coming with this terrible review. And at least you've taken the plunge and you've tried. I haven't, because I don't have the courage to do so. So you never knock yourselves. There's plenty of people in the chat who are willing to do that for you. So don't put yourself down. That's our job.
Keep on doing them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep on doing them. Nobody gets it right first.
A true nerd is a user in pretty much every traditional pattern. Yeah, it's one for the safe and one for the pocket. Generally, yeah, if we could afford that, that's ideally where we would be.
What did you say?
Yeah, the true nerd has a user in pretty much every traditional pattern.
Well, or you use everything.
Yeah, or yeah.
Do you remember the knife that I got the other week? The really fancy one with a stag.
Yes. Oh, the one for yes, that one.
That's now a complete user.
Yeah. Susanna Lee, it's not even one for the safe and one for he just uses everything, and I have to say, so do I.
I keep trying not to, because I get that's beautiful.
I know.
But then I have no willpower at all. I just take them and use them. And usually that's the knife you take out. The first day you use it, you'll do something to it. You'll take away that lovely, fresh, clean blade, because most of my knives are $10.95. Although that one's that one's a 01 tool steel. So
yeah. Oh no, but it's such a nice knife,
yes.
and I love that.
There's Joseph. Joseph, how you doing?
And Joe,
yes.
Joe, yes. Thanks for the vote of confidence. We'll. I just think it's nice to see somebody else's knives for a change, which is why I think we'll get more of the guys on. Yes, who have channels, but also who don't have channels, but who are collectors. The guys like Sean T, like Mikey, like and all the other guys that are like Elan, like all the others who haven't quite got it together to go on YouTube.
The thing is, if we do it, if you pick 6 knives that you want to talk about, so it'll be 6 of your knives that you like, that you know a lot about, and just talk about them. I mean, that's all it is. It's not, we're not asking for rockets. I don't want size, dimensions. Just tell me about the knife. I'm not a great one for this measurement. I know people do love to hear that. There's so many channels that do measurements.
Yeah, and there's a place for it, but not here, not on this one.
No, I mean, I go to places to look for sizes. If I'm going to buy a knife, I'll go to YouTube channels that I've gone to for years. They've got it, and I'll check. Right, that's because sometimes I see things in eBay.
The number of times he's bought wee tiny knives, thinking they're like this size.
It's usually when I'm really sleepy at night time and I'm dangerously watching.
Yeah, I usually end up with those because they are full size knives for me. Just getting in there before Jesse does. No. We're actually coming up in an hour.
And the other thing, while Joseph was in there, which just reminds me, I'll be talking a bit more maybe tomorrow's video. Joseph is coming near ready the end of the batch that he's doing his knives, which are going to be available at Fraymore Knives. Old Frank over there at Fraymore is going to sell them. That is coming closer and closer. I'm not going to say when, but we're probably talking less than this many weeks.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Really, it depends on.
Yeah, it just depends on postings and whatever. But it's going to be that close. So save your pennies. Remember, they just go. The basic is the
G10,
the G10 and the
micarta,
and they're 170. And then the special carbon fiber ones, and they are special. They're very classy carbon fiber. Is it crosscut or something it's called? Yeah. Joe will come in and tell me. But that's 190. So I mean and don't worry. He's also going to be making spare covers for them, so you're going to be able to change the covers and not have to buy. Now you can buy another knife if you want, but there's going to be enough covers coming out that you'll be able to do really basically anything you want. He's been doing quite a lot on that other plastic, the new one, the what's it called? Help me, Joe.
Craic?
No, that new plastic they could take and can't think of it. Anyway, maybe Joe will come in and let us know.
Yeah, absolutely.
The fancy plastic, Joe.
It's not the one that looks like that amber stuff that we didn't like.
No. Oh no, that's a P. That's
yes,
yeah,
the peat amber.
No,
yes.
this is
So EDC is just blaming you for making him buy an Arthur Wright's Barlow. Oh, was that the Barlow was that the one that Ashley posted up on Instagram? EDC. Ooh, because that was gorgeous. That one. If it's the same, I'm assuming it's the same as Stephen's one, or is it their normal traditional Barlow?
I didn't see that one. I have to say,
I'm not sure which one it was.
Whatever it is, you'll be happy, to be honest.
There's Baron is suggesting that we do a 10-minute sequence of 2 knives each, and then we have a fight with those knives. I'd actually do that as pay-per-view. Tim B is wondering what is your timepiece, because is that your dad's watch?
This is my dad's watch. This is just a very simple, just rotary watch. Oh, it's gone.
Have the camera on.
It's just a simple rotary watch, but it was my daddy's watch, and it was the first thing I had to get. You know what I mean? It was just because we'd bought him this as a family, or the boys, the three sons. We bought him this for his retirement. And he could put it on the right way most of the time. I didn't. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
But yeah, it's a lovely watch. Very simple, but keeps good time. I don't need it. I'm not, thankfully, a watch person. I have really 2 watches I use. One's what is the other? It's like a cheap Timex or something, black plastic rubber Casio. Yeah. Cost me, I think, it was under £10.
I think I've got the same one.
Yeah, it's great though. It just does me for going up to the woods.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take this up to the woods.
Yeah, there's Tony's suggestion for a show. We get Mikey, Alan, and Sean on. At least the benefit of that, while it would be complicated on the night, it would get rid of all 3 of them in one go.
No, I disagree. I just think you get them. If you're going to have a YouTube channel, get on here by yourself first. Then we'll have mixed groups.
Ooh.
I'm going to be firm on that.
Ooh.
No, I want people to come on and be themselves because you'll never get to know somebody if there's 3 of them.
Well, there is. Mikey
it
always
gets
steals the
managed.
show. I mean, per Mark had to compete with that with Mikey Newman, for crying out loud. That's never.
Mark held his own. He done rightly.
He did us proud.
But
so
no, it's coming on your own. I think is the best way to do it. Is get over that hurdle.
Yeah.
Talking.
So gird your loins, fellas. You'll be getting a call one of these days.
Yeah, I don't want it to be over in 1 week. Do you know what I mean? I want to see more of it. You know, more of the one person than the next person.
Honestly, I think personally, knowing these guys, you're a sucker for punishment. But if that's the way you want to go, that's the way you want to go.
It's a joint venture, this channel. If you would rather go the other way,
then I wouldn't invite any of them. Sorry, I've had a bad day at work. What can I tell you?
My teeth nearly came out.
Oh, here, catch them real quick. So, guys, thank you very much for joining. We've got a number of options for the plastic. Yeah, we were talking about Ultim. It's not the pea-stained one. It's not the, what the hell is Lux? And it's not the Rich Light, I don't think, which is a micarta variant rather than a plastic variant. But I'm sure we'll figure out what it is. Ghost, I'm going to have a look at that video on Instagram as soon as I finish this. And thank you very much. Jesse, I will check out that video you referenced to Randy. I'm sure it has references to hobbits in there somewhere. I have to work with this, but not for much longer because we're over the hour and therefore we are coming to a close. So all I would like to say is thank you very much for joining me.
Yes, thanks, lads. I had a great night. It brightened my day up. It's been lovely.
It's been great for
I've
me.
had a good day, actually. I can't complain.
I had a bloody miserable day, and I've been looking forward to this. So it's one of those. So thank you very much for joining, and we'll see you again next week.
Next week, yeah.
God knows what we'll be doing next week, but we'll give you some kind of indication.
We'll have a guest of some sort.
Yes,
probably human or close.
That would be
Close.
advisable.
Close to being human.
All the best, folks. Take it
Bye.
easy. Bye.